Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome back to the Humble Servant Homestead. Today I am out here in the container garden where we planted our potatoes. Now I did took you all along with us when we planted these potatoes, and so today is harvesting day, and we're going to go ahead and see what we have inside of these container here, guys. Now I want to say it's been right at about 11 weeks now since I planted these potatoes, so that's right at about 2 months and about 3 weeks. Okay, so we're going to go ahead now and get into harvesting them. So what I have right here is just a simple piece of plywood that I am going to go ahead and dump out the potatoes and everything on the plywood. That way I don't have to be digging in through the dirt. Okay, all right, so come on and let's go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this one right here first. This is the one that is a bit more drier. Okay, this one is pretty much is wilted all the way up, and so we're going to do this one first. Okay, and so what we'll do, we'll just pull. Okay, we got a couple of little small ones there, not nothing too tough there. All right, okay, so I'll tell you what, we're just going to go ahead and dump it out and see what we have. So this is going to be container number one. All right, okay, so we have a little one there. Oh wow, that's not bad at all. And I see a big one in there that y'all can't see, but wow, look at this one here. Are y'all ready? Are you ready? Now look, if you're ready, go ahead and throw that thumbs up. Throw that thumbs up if you're ready. All right. Wow. Look at that, guys. Wow, that's a big potato. And I see more down there. Right? She said dump the whole bucket. So we're going to dump the whole bucket. All right. Okay. That was one that rolled out. So we
saw a sneak peek of something on this side.
Oh, you see something over there? Okay. What do you see?
Over here. Come back
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I did.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Now, this right here, I believe, is the Yukon Gold potato. Okay.
There was one. I thought I saw like where your hand is. Come back this way.
And that is the seed. Yeah, this is the seed potato that pretty much rotted out. Okay. Oh, yeah, there is a few more. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm trying not to scrape them with my finger. Oh, wow. So you see that, guys? That right there lets you all know that, hey, it can be done. All right. Look at that. That is just container number one right there. And look at the potatoes we're getting out of here. Okay. Look at that. I think I feel one. Yep. I know I felt one. Look at that. Now that was only 3 seed potatoes that I planted, and 3 seed potatoes turned into all that right there. And I believe that is it. We have a little one that's not going to do much, and we have earthworms. We can't beat the earthworms. But look at that, guys. Look at that. You cannot beat that right there. From only 3 seed potatoes, I'm going to pick up 3. We're going to say these here are the seed potatoes that were planted, and look what we got out of them. Now that is not bad at all. All right. So we're going to go ahead, and this soil is just, it is still rich. Okay, it is still rich. And yes, I did took you all along on how I went ahead and build this soil right here. You cannot go wrong, guys. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to container number 2 to see what the surprise is that we're going to be getting out of this container. All right. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take my little mulch off that I put on the top to keep these potatoes here cool. Oh wow, I see somebody trying to pay me a little visit. Okay, want to pull these on out right here. And this variety right here is the,
Is it red New Orleans?
is it the red New Orleans? I believe,
I think so.
yes, I believe that's what that is. All right, we're gonna move that on out the way so we can see what else we have in here. Oh, look at that. And this is container number 2. Now these are a little bit, well, I'm not gonna speak just yet. I'm gonna go ahead, dump it on out. Okay, not looking too bad at all. Wow, look at that. And these small ones, hey, we can keep those, we're gonna keep those as well. And we're just gonna go ahead and cook them up, put them into something, okay? All right, there we go. Now we're starting to hit the mother load over here. You know what? Even though those ones are small, guess what? That right there is still a meal. In a situation where that you don't have, a hold of much food to eat, and you get those small ones, that right there can take the hunger pain off your stomach. Okay, so sometimes don't necessarily looking at how big they are. It's all about food, having food to eat. That is very important. Okay, all right, so that right there is container number 2. And so we're going to move on to container number 3. All right, let's see what we have here. And look at that weed coming out of a hole. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at that. Now, that is why it is important that I put the straw on top of it like that. You can see where that is exposed. Now, what that straw went ahead and did for this potato right here, keeping the sunlight off of that potato, keeping it from turning green. Okay, and you know, once your potato turn green like that, it's toxic, and you don't really want to fool with that potato. Okay, so we're going to pull this one first, and I believe that is another Yukon Gold. Okay, I like the Yukon Golds. Ooh, I think it's gonna be another. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Look at that, guys. Wow. Now that right there is beautiful. That's beautiful. So I'm just gonna move this right on over here just like that. Wow, look at that. That's just crazy. All of them just came out just like that. All right. Oh, forgot two. All right. Let's go ahead and dump that. All right. Oh, look at that one there. Wow. And that also lets you see what you can do inside of a container as far as growing your own food. Okay. If you're limited on space, that lets you know that is not, you don't necessarily have to have the space to grow. You can still grow something inside of a container to be able to have food to eat. Now, this one done went bad. We have been getting quite a bit of rain here. And so I don't know if that's what's caused that one to start going bad. This is not the seed potato. This is one of the potato that came from growing. All right. All right. So if I were to say with the Yukon Gold, I don't know. I would say they're about, yeah, they're about neck and neck.
As far as pounds,
Yeah. They,
we've got more in the red and they're smaller,
mm-hmm.
but they look like they can go pound for pound about the same.
Yeah. Okay, guys. And so that look like that is it right there for our little container garden harvest. Okay. That is not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Um, you know, that's a good turnout, a good result from 3 containers. You just imagine if you had more container, you had the space to put them in and just plant them on out. Hey, you have food for maybe a couple of weeks, depends on how much you eat potatoes for you and your family. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Growing in container next time if you don't have the space. Now, what we're going to go ahead and do with this soil right here, we're going to go ahead and amend this soil back right here. And what I'm going to go ahead and plant in is that Beauregard sweet potato. Why am I choosing the Beauregard sweet potato to plant in here? Because, hey, usually, you know, plant them out in May while the weather is warm. But guys, I have to say that that is not even the case here, it look like anymore, because the weather has just been up, down, up, down. Like even right now, today it was like 90 degrees. And now it's cool right now in the evening. Okay, but it's very humid out here as well. But so I'm going to plant some sweet potatoes in here and see what they do for us. I think all I'm going to come on in and add into this soil right here is some potash, just so we can go ahead and build that potassium up into the soil, so that way those potatoes can go ahead and feed. Like I said, we don't really want to put too much nitrogen. We don't want a whole bunch of foliage. We want more so food. So I'm going to go ahead, amend this back and put it right back into the same spot. And hey, go ahead and grow. Now, one of the things, that's why you see I even dump the containers out. Say for instance, and I want you to pay attention to that. If you're doing container gardening and you harvest out whatever you're harvesting out inside of your container, it is very important, guys, for you to dump that container on out, okay, and re-amend that soil. The reason for that is while these plants are growing, all those roots and stuff that's inside of the container make the soil, it becomes a whole bunch of root in there, okay? And so you want to dump it out and re-amend that whole dirt with whatever fertilizer it is that you're going to be using. That way, whatever plant that you put back in can have a great start, okay? A lot of times, if you may go back and plant on that same dirt, you may find that plant that you plant inside of the container struggling. It could be struggling to fight through that dirt that becomes so compact from all those roots. All right, so just keep that in mind as well, guys. So that is pretty much it right there. I just wanted to come on in and take you all along on this potato harvest. All right. So just want to say thanks to each and every one of you all out there for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. And as always, peace and blessings to each and every one of you all out there. Have a blessed day. Remember, keep a smile on your face. You be happy, you be cheerful, and you also be blessed.